Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going over a list of a bunch of different things that you're going to want to bring out on the ice fishing with you this year. I'm not really sure how other places are doing this winter, but so far here in southern Ontario, the ice again is not looking good. A big hot spot for me around these parts is Lake Simcoe, and once again this winter it's not looking the best so far, but hopefully we get some ice on it. The two categories of items that you're going to want to bring out with you start with stuff that you're going to need absolutely to get fishing, and then the second category is stuff that you're going to want to make your time out on the ice more comfortable. So without further ado, let's get into this list. Okay folks, so the first need is going to be one of these three things in front of you. It's a way to get through the ice. So whether you're using an axe to chop your way through the ice, or a saw, or a auger. Here with my auger you can see I got a drill attachment. So one of those three things will get you through the ice and start your fishing day. It's going to be a tough time getting through without this. Another thing that you can use would be something like a spud bar. That's going to come later on the list for that's a highly recommended item, but here in front of you is the first thing on the list, a way to get through the ice. Alright, so here, second up on the list is something to fish with. You can see I got a couple different options laid out in front of us. Starting closest to us here, we got the jaw jacker. That automatically sets the hook on the fish. So depending on where you are, that might not be legal. You got to double check. Then moving down the line, we got our two tip ups. You could have two lines in the ice per person, so make sure you bring two if you do plan on using tip ups. That's in Ontario at least, where I am. Double check your rules before you go out. And then next up, we got rods. It's just a couple different methods, sit there and jig, or you could sit back with just a dead stick. Next up at the end of the line there, you see I just got a spool of line. I'd use that as a hand line. That's one method, just throw it down with the jig and a minnow, bounce it off the bottom until something comes along, you'll feel it. So here's a couple things that you can fish with, different methods. Let me know what you guys use down in the comments. Okay, time for number 3. Okay, so here's number 3. We got tackle, whether that's jigs, spoons, minnow imitations, or minnows themselves. Some people use bare hooks with split shots to get down there, but you're going to need something of the sort to get down to those fish and just, give them a presentation. That's essentially what we're saying, a presentation. You're not going to catch them on just bare line, right? Okay, time for number 4. Okay, folks, so next up on the list, I got a method to get your gear out to your spot relatively easily. So I got a bag there and a sled. One of the two would suffice most likely, so you could throw your rods and everything in that sled and be fine and get away with getting out there. Or I've seen people do it well out of the bag where they're actually efficient enough to pack everything in there and walk out. So this is kind of up to you guys depending on what you're bringing out there. Believe it or not, guys, that's all you need to physically get out ice fishing. However, with that list, you might not be the most comfortable on the ice. So let me go ahead and show you a couple more things that you could bring out with you this winter that'll keep you comfortable. I actually don't have the items here, so I'm just going to read them off and throw up a picture of one of them. So the first thing would be ice picks. Kind of, if you do go through the ice, unfortunately, it does happen. It's a way to claw yourself out. Next up, some sort of windbreak, like a weather shack. Either it's an ice fishing shack, a pop-up, or a windbreak wall that you just peg in quick. Something to keep you out of the wind. That'll make it nice. As I mentioned earlier, a spud bar for walking out earlier season usually when you check the ice. It also doubles as an auger in some situations where you can blow through the ice. Alright, I think everything else I have, so let's get looking at it. Okay folks, so the items that you see in front of you here will conclude the list of the things that I think will make your ice fishing season a little more comfortable. So right here we got some sort of propane apparatus. Here's my cooker. I also do have a heater I bring out with me. So if I want to do breakfast sandwiches or whatever, I'll cook it up on this. An ice scoop for after you do get your whole cut. You just scoop the extra ice particles out, kind of keeps it nice and clear. The pliers over there, I think it's important to mention. Even if you are fishing for non-toothy critters like perch, it is always a chance that you do hook a pike or a muskie really deep, so it's a good idea to bring pliers with you no matter what. And lastly here, we got almost an essential. It's a huge tool to have. It doubles as a seat, a carrier, like scooper. You could use it for so many things. A bucket. I almost always have a bucket on me when I go out ice fishing. Well, I hope you guys got something out of this list that will be useful for you this winter ice fishing season. I hope you guys stay safe this season, and if it is your first time with the channel, make sure you interact. It really helps out the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.